Well, it is time to buck some bulls here on a beautiful day in Oklahoma. Again, a great way to start off the weekend last night for those of you that had an opportunity to take part in the Big Shot Rodeo Yearling Bull and Heifer Sale. Congratulations, you have taken one step closer to improving your herd and creating yourself the next world champion bucking bull. Great opportunity, great dinner last night. Thank you again to Big Shot Rodeo. Well, as we get things set up and ready to roll, kick things off here in our Junior Futurity. Great set of judges here for us here today. In Judge 1, Sean Ramirez. Judge 2, Justin Crawford. Judge 3, Roy Doyle. Judge 4, Tanner Smith. And Judge 5 will be Brent Meyer, dialing it in and judging these calves here today. Here in our juniors, as we go to buck and shoot number 1, the Myogen OK Brand Fencing Products Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. We're going to start things off with hip tag number 1. 43K Ace is your bucking bull. CP Legacy, Lost Creek, Riggin Austin, White Cock, 6-bar C. We'll kick things off for us here in our junior. For those of you who are looking for a day sheet to follow along with us throughout the day, the day sheets are over here behind the announcer stand. If you'd like to come by and grab one, want to make sure to keep them contained so the wind doesn't pick them up. So if you'd like a day sheet, they are right here behind the announcer stand. Welcome for those of you watching us live around the world on ABBI YouTube channel or Equus Television. We are here in ALTUS, Oklahoma. Got a great set of bulls all day today, so this should get good. And we're kicking things off here with 43K Ace, CP Legacy, Lost Creek, Riggin Austin, White Cox, and 6-bar C. Great way to start the day off. Nicely done. 43K Ace out and around to the left, as the OK Brand scoreboard says. Out number 1 here on the day here in ALTUS. And just waiting on the one more, but a great out right here for 43K to get things started here today. Our Junior World awfully tight race here in our new Dart World standings here in our Junior Futurity. $85.92, $85.92 for 43K Ace. As we take things down now to hip tag number 2, this is going to be 267K Easy Come, Easy Go. Bug and Fun Group number 2, Pegasus Hilton Bull Company. An 8027F Domino Son right here out of a Finger Roll Daughter. Easy Come, Easy Go. Pegasus Hilton. Easy come, easy go. Pegasus Hilton awfully steep around the corner. And 85.92 is at the top of the leaderboard to start things off for the day. Going to follow that up here with a 76.80. 76.80 for easy come, easy go. And we're going to roll them up one here to hip tag number 3, 36K, Mr. Boombastic. Mr. Boombastic. Logan LeFew, Platinum, Big Shot Rodeo, 6-bar C. 36K, Mr. Boombastic. Hip tag number 3, 36K, Mr. Boombastic, Logan LeFew. The Mayan OK brand fencing products, Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Gotta love watching the Junior Futurity each and every one of our ABBI events. The work ethic, the passion for these animal athletes here in the up-and-coming cowboys and cowgirls is awfully fun to see. And Mr. Boombastic, another good animal athlete right here, 36K, Mr. Boombastic. Going back to the great Red Wasp, Western Hauler, Logan LeFew. $36K, Mr. Boombastic. Good looking black ball out and around to the left. Going to be 84-56, 84-56 for Logan LeFew and 36K, Mr. Boombastic. Hip tag number 4 now is where we're going to head down to 21-22. This is Cowboy Smile, CP Legacy, Tim Schreiber, Wyatt Cox, 6-bar C. 21-22, Cowboy Smile. A grandson from the world champion 32Y Bruiser. Here with Cowboy Smile. Started things off with an 85-92 from 43K Ace. Regan Austin sitting in that number 1 spot here early on. We got 24 different junior calves here to go today. So a lot of great buck and bulls still yet to go, including the number 1 bull in the world, which is right around the corner.
CP Legacy, Tim Schreiber, Wyatt Cox, and 6-bar C, the Cowboy Smile. A bull we saw have a ton of success in our qualifier, $1 million qualifier system. Now in the junior competition, 85.92, 85.92.
Well, an 85-92, going to put him in the number 1-2 split. Going to have a split at the top of the leaderboard right now. 21-22 Cowboy Smile with an 85-92. We'll go down to hip tag number 5 now in 1-bar K, Moto Parker, Maines, D&H Cattle. A 10G Turner Burner Son right here for 1-bar K, Moto. Right now, if you take a look at the new dart world standings, this one right here is sitting at number 5 in the world right now. Motos.
Payson Parker, Maines, D&H Cattle's Moto. The big Brindle around to the left as we await the scores. 86.72, 86.72.
Big frame Brindle right there. Going to go to the number 1 spot here in the Junior Futurity at 86.72. Is going to be your clear leader here early on in our Junior Futurity. And 86.72, 1-bar K, Moto, and Payson Parker sitting at the top. We're going to roll on down now to hip tag number 6 as we go to bull branded 213, Kansas Comet, Jackson Fortner, and 213, Kansas Comet. Again, another one of those bulls have had some early success here in the 2024 season, currently sitting number 4 in the world, Kansas Comet. Thank you to the good folks. Cooper Tires continues to be a big-time partner here at the ABBI. Make sure for your next tire purchase, there's only one option. Make it the Cooper Tires.
Jackson, always a strong competitor in the junior competitions. This year with his bull, Kansas Comet. The bulls are feeling good outside this morning. Kansas Comet, Jackson Fortner, as we await the numbers. Hip tag number 6.
Good looking black bull right there. Going to be 86-48. 86-48. Going to put him in the number 2 spot. Going to go to the number 2 spot right now with Kansas Comet. Like Kyle said, I think the bulls are feeling awfully fresh out here in the Oklahoma air as we keep things moving on down to hip tag number 7, bull 22X. Rockin' T, Colt Holman, Rockin' T Ranch.
This bull's a maternal brother to 12X Smooth Whiskey. He's picked up a couple Derby wins this year. Successful last year under a dummy out of the Rockin' T 2X cow by Crazy Train out of the Great Monty Sanford's Bar 2 cow. Jam-packed with proven maternal genetics. This bull's been good for Colt Holman this season.
And when you take a look at that new Dart World Standings leaderboard, it doesn't get any closer than this. Number 1 and number 2 in the world split by 4 100ths. That's right. It is awfully close. Both of them carrying that Rockin' T. Colt Holman, 22X. Rockin' T is your bucking bull.
And you can see Rockin' T 22X, Cole Tolman having a great trip here this morning. In the gate around the left, almost flawless. The OK brand scoreboard is our officials. Really putting the pencil to paper here on this one.
Like I said, showing you why is number 1 in the world at the moment, 22X Rockin' T. Really strong out here in ALTUS. As we await the scores, we get things ready here for hip tag number 8, 219 Heart Cattle. And I'm legit too. Sun will be next to go. 89-28, 89-28, and 22X Rockin' T goes to the top of the leaderboard in a big way with an 89-28 for Colt Holman. So right here, hip tag number 8, 219 Heart Cattle. Looking to be better than 89-28 here in the Junior Futurity.
Not going to have his day here today for the I'm Legit 2 son. That bull was really good in Amarillo a couple weeks ago. Heart Cattle's 219. All right, we're going to get regrouped on our judge pads here. We're having a little technical difficulties.
59.6, going to be a 59.6. Well, as we get things rolling, hip tag number 9, if you're following along on your day sheet, will be a scratch. Hip tag number 9 will be a scratch, so that'll take us down to hip tag number 10. This is going to be bar F8, Nervous Nelly, CP Legacy, Big Shot, 6 bar C, Ainsley Perry, here with Nervous Nelly. Now, we've talked about it. One of the greatest opportunities to ever come across the buck and bull world with our $1 million Futurity. And this one right here, Nervous Nelly, will be featured in Fort Worth in the top 30 and an opportunity at $250,000 payday. But here today in the ALTUS ABBI, Nervous Nelly, CP Legacy, Big Shot, 6 bar C, and Ainsley Perry looking to be better than 89-28.
Sire by 87/7, sitting sideways. a Bob Wilfong raised bull that was really, really good in his day in the fraternity system. And Justin and I were talking about this bull a couple days ago, and like he's probably not going to light the world on fire, but every time the gate opens, he's a high 80s, and to have one this consistent every time the gate opens, you just heard Cody, the consistency paid off. He's going to be in the short round of the $1 million the short round of the $1 million fraternity, and to close in on, you know, whatever he might win there. The bull's already got 40, 50, 60,000 won in the year as a yearling early on into his 2-year-old. Nervous Nelly, Ansley Perry, and tie on the flank to a good one.
As we go to the Maya Janoke brand fencing products, Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Remember, folks, May 11th, Cowtown, Fort Worth, Texas. The top 30 will be battling it out for the remaining $900,000 of the $1 million fraternity. Just a couple weeks ago, in the semifinal, the $100,000 added consolation. Great weekend for the sport, and it's just going to get better in Fort Worth. Bar F8, Nervous Nelly, Ainsley Perry.
He's kind of looking towards the back of the chute. There they go. Get him to look just right. Here we go. F8, Nervous Nelly, CP Legacy, Big Shot Rodeo, 6-bar C, and Ansley Perry. Hip tag number 10.
And Nervous Nelly doing it again right there in the gate, fading across the arena, gathering up those difficulty points, showing you why he's made his way into the top 30 of the $1 million fraternity.
We'll get you that score momentarily. We're going to roll on the hip tag 11, X11 Agent P, Cooper Shot, Diggers, Truax, Big Shot Rodeo, Slaughter, Gidro, and 6-bar C.
Going to be an 87-68, 87-68 for Nervous Nelly. As we stay here in the Maya Janoke brand fencing products, Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. X11 Agent P.
Nervous Nelly going to go to the number 2 spot as we get set. Cooper Shots Bull, but a sister's going to tie the flank on X11 Agent P.
Cooper Shot, Diggers, Truax, Big Shot, Slaughter, Good Raz, and 6-bar C. Brings us a good one. Folks, make sure to make it a true Western tradition for your next drink. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Make sure to make it a Pendleton. Thank you to Pendleton Whiskey, the great partner here with the ABBI.
X11 Agent P, a Hurricane Andrew grandson, started by Fields 1950. Bug and Shoot number 1. Left-hand deliveries. Here we go. Watch the complete metal buildings replay. Agent P starts really, really good. Gonna jump out of it. Looks like he wants to come back to the right there towards the whistle. It's going to reflect in our scores. The bull jumping ahead just a little bit.
Folks, throughout the day today, you're going to see some of the top bucking bulls in the world in every one of these divisions. From top to bottom, some of the greatest animal athletes in the world are right here in ALTUS. 80.7, going to be an 80.7 for X11 Agent P. As we go to hip tag number 12, going to be bull branded 253 Heart Cattle. A Canadian Miss Sun here in Buck and Shoot number 2, the Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. 253 for Heart Cattle Company.
Lacey Hart tying the flank. The Canadian Miss Sun, as Cody said, Canadian Miss multi-times the PBR World Finals in the short round. Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, and Yeti Buck and Shoot for the bull, simply branded 253.
Your number 1 ranked bull in the world in the Junior Futurity continues to be number 1 here in Altus with an 89.28. 22X Rockin' T still sitting atop of the leaderboard. Looking for our first 90 on the day, and you know it's going to be right around the corner with some of these great bucking bulls that these juniors have brought to town. It's right now 253 at Heart Cattle. Be next to go.
All right, he's laying down in the buck and shoot. That's what we're working on, trying to get him to stand up. Heart 253.
Well, folks, for those of you watching us live, make sure to stay with us all day here in Altus. In every one of these divisions, you're going to see the top-ranked bulls in the world. Here we go.
Heart 253. Around to the left, the Canadian Miss Sun as the scores are rolling in.
$84 for bull branded 253. As we take things down the line now to hip tag number 13, look out. Here comes bull branded 209, Little Rip, Heart Cattle. Another one of those bulls going to be featured in the championship round of the $1 Million Futurity in Fort Worth. Little Rip continues to get stronger every single out. Good opportunity right now to challenge that top spot.
Not only is he going to be, he's made his way to Fort Worth in the short round of the $1 Million Futurity. When 2022, Lacey Hart was crowned a junior Futurity world champion with Rip, a full brother to 209 Little Rip, Canadian Mist, out of a Magic Maker female.
A lot of success already for the young bull, looking to carry that over here into Altus and Fort Worth.
A full brother to past world champion junior Futurity bull, Little Rip, Lacey Hart and Hart Cattle Company as we await the numbers. Gina working overtime here this morning.
$85.44, $85.44 for 209 Little Rip and Heart Cattle. Takes us to hip tag number 14 now. This is going to be bull branded 202 Matthew Scarborough, Rafter KL.
Sired by plus 220, 20 to life. A Nightlife Sun, 3 times the Wrangler NFR for high-low pro rodeo. out of a Keith Stone daughter on the maternal side of the pedigree. Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, and Yeti. Buck and Shoot's where we're at for Garen Scarborough and Matthew.
Thank you to Buck and Bull Pro. You're looking for a buck and dummy, flanks, and more. Buck and Bull Pro.
Not the trip Garen was hoping to have with his Bull 202. Matthew, a big, stout, good-looking 2-year-old.
$63.2, $63.20 for Matthew. Going to move things on over to the right-hand delivery. Buck and Shoots now as we go to hip tag number 15 on your day sheet. Bull branded 250K, Big Nasty. Richardson Landing Cattle Company, McCoy Richardson. Brings us a Hocus Pocus son right here, 250K, Big Nasty. No better time to be in the bull business than right now as we are getting closer to paying out $900,000. 250 of that going to one bull here in Fort Worth. But then above and beyond that, folks, make sure to set your DVRs. July 20th, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the ABBI and our animal athletes will be featured on CBS, airing across the world to millions of people for an opportunity to grow and to build this sport and to continue to support these animal athletes that we love so much. As one right now is getting ready to go here, Buck and Shoot number 3, the Pro Vantage, Combs Range, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot, 250K, Big Nasty, McCoy Richardson.
Sired by past classic world champion Hocus Pocus by Magic Maker out of a Lone Star female. Sired by Ground Zero, A911. A full brother to Nightlife Wildlife, Houdini, and the great MS Hawk. That was hip tag 15 here in our junior futurity competition. Richardson Land and Cattle Company, McCoy Richardson's 250K Big Nasty. And that is a big, stout 2-year-old for sure, sired by world champion Hocus Pocus.
And the scores are coming in here. 250K, Big Nasty, McCoy Richardson. As we wait for the scores to come in, after this will be hip tag number 16. 27K Ace is where we're headed with Lost Creek Ranch, Reagan Austin, White Cock, 6-bar C. So 27K, Lost Creek Ranch, Reagan Austin.
Hey guys, hold up before you roll the next one. We got some technical difficulties with our judging system over here. Gina's system's froze. We're gonna get that fixed real fast.
All right, now we still got ourselves an 89-28 top of the leaderboard 22X Rockin' T. An 89-28 sitting in that number 1 spot as we get our scores and IT difficulties worked out. Again, folks, if you're watching us live on ABBI YouTube channel or Equus Television, welcome here in the beautiful Altus, Oklahoma. In every single one of these classes, every one of these divisions here today, we are going to have the top bulls in the world here today, including our classic. Later this afternoon, some of the best bucking bulls in the world will be featured here this afternoon, as well as some of the bulls that are going to be headed into Fort Worth. If you're taking a look at who might be some of the favorites going into that $1 million payday, they are all here as well. Going to be a great day of bucking bulls. So we'll get things set, squared away. Thank you again, TJ Roberts, keeping things rolling. So as we get a little bit closer here to getting things back to hip tag number 17, just want to make sure we get all the scores and everything correct and dialed in here before we get rolling. Cowgirls, we are getting a little bit closer to going to work with you. We will drag after the juniors before we get into our Cowgirl Futurity. And for those of you who watch us on the live feed, maybe this might be one of your first times watching the bull business, watching these young calves buck. If this is something you'd love to get into, maybe make your way to Las Vegas, have yourself a world championship animal athlete, we could point you in the right direction. Reach out to the ABBI at any point in time, anywhere in the country. There will be somebody near you that can help you get you started. A lot of fantastic contractors and bull handlers would love to get you involved. And thank you again to Big Shot Rodeo. Big Shot Rodeo, yearling bull and heifer sale last night down at the Salt Fork Draft House. Fantastic evening. A lot of great calves were sold. A lot of folks changing the trajectory of their herd and going to have some big-time success working with Big Shot Rodeo in their yearling bull and heifer sale. Always a great way to kick off a weekend. As we get a few things dialed in here, get the IT side of things fixed here on the judges side. I want to make sure that our scores are always coming in accurately and smoothly. So give us a moment, and we'll get right back to bucking bulls here in our Junior Futurity. Remember, contractors, mark it on your calendar. About a month from now, we'll be in Duncan, Oklahoma. Duncan, Oklahoma for one of the next big stops on the 2024 ABBI calendar. First weekend in May. Another great weekend of bucking bulls not too far from here in Duncan. All right, as we get things set and ready to go here in ALTUS. So if we go back to hip tag it, number 15, they're going to be an 86.72, 86.72. And then hip tag number 16, 27K would be an 84.24. So those are the two scores for our last two bulls to go. As we go down now to hip tag number 17, this is going to be bull 36, Paycheck. Vincent Maldonado, Spencer Barthold, 6 bar C, 36 Paycheck is your bucking bull. The Cooper Tires 2 bulls new dart buck and shoot is where we're at with Vincent Maldonado and Paycheck. So 250K Big Nasty was an 86.72, 27K. He's going to be an 84.24. We will drag after our juniors. So we've got about 9 bulls to go here in our junior futurity. And we will drag and get things ready for our Cowgirl. Cooper Tires, 2 bulls, new dart buck and shoot. 36 paycheck. Looked like he wanted to come around to the left, just didn't quite get there. 36 paycheck and the OK brand scoreboard. Scores coming in. $69.2, going to be a 69.2 for 36 paycheck. That'll take us down to hip tag number 18 as we go to bull branded F19. JM, this is all for love. Tate there in. And all for love. Looking to be better than 89.28. The top score so far on the day, the number 1 spot here in the Junior for Charity belongs to Colt Holman, Rockin' Tees 22X. As Tate gets things dialed in here on the trigger with F19. Pro Vantage, Combs Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. Getting things rolling on a great day in ALTUS, Oklahoma. Well, it's F19 wanting to be right there in the gate. Kind of hits the back of that 90 just a little bit. Finishes things off strong, though, so you got to love to see that. And the OK brand scoreboard says 78.80. 78.80 for F19. Well, as we look like we're making progress here, things are starting to come back in line. We're going to go down to hip tag number 19. Bull branded 5K, Flynn, Jackson, Fortner, Flynn Cattle Company. This 5K out of a crazy trained daughter. Looking to be our first 90 on the board here today. Challenge that 89.28 at the top of the leaderboard. Again, folks, thank you to the great people down over at Pro Vantage Animal Health. Pro Vantage Animal Health, drug-free, all-natural. Vitamins and minerals for your animal athletes. Make sure to make it Pro Vantage Animal Health. 5K Flynn, Jackson Fortner. Still pretty early on in the 2024 season, but no better time than the present to reserve your room at the South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa for this year's ABBI World Finals. The official home of the World Finals, South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Looking to get him standing square. Awfully important, those first couple jumps out. If you're new to our sport, these judges got about a 4-second window to dial everything in and get those scores right. But that first couple jumps out, awfully important with only a 4-second opportunity to showcase their skills. It's 5K and Jackson Fortner looking to get things rolling here. The Pro Vantage Kimes Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. Going to regroup a little bit, get that dummy set and squared away. Oklahoma Steel and Wire, OK brand fencing products right here in Oklahoma. Fantastic group of people, fantastic folks to work with. If you're looking for any and all your fencing material products, here we go. $5K in Jackson Fortner. In the gate around to the right. For an 83.52, going to be an 83.52 for $5K in Jackson Fortner. That'll take us down to hip tag number 20 now on your day sheet. This is F14, All for Love and Dallas Cavey. Bull branded F14. And folks, later this afternoon, we will have our classic. Around 2 o'clock, we will be bucking some of the great bucking bulls in the world right now. No doubt about it. Some great bull riders coming to town to go head-to-head, so make sure to stick around for some great bull riding action later this afternoon with our classic. But right here, right now, we're getting closer to figuring out our first champion in the day. Here in our Junior Futurity, an 89.52, still standing at the top of the leaderboard, but now it is time for All for Love and Dallas Cavey to go to work with their bull branded F14. Y'all need great ear tags. Make sure to use Witex for any and all your ear tag needs. Thank you to Witex. Dallas Cavey and F14s. You go back to the complete metal buildings replay. You see right there, round to the right. And OK brand scores coming in for an 86.40, 86.40. 86.40, going to be a good out here for F14. Going to put Dallas Cavey up there in the mix, as there it is, your Cooper Tires leaderboard. Going to put him in the number 6 spot, number 5 spot right there, but at the top of the leaderboard, Rockin' T22X, an 89.28. Nervous Nelly right behind him with an 87.88, and Big Nasty rounding out our top 3 with an 86.72. 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. here in our junior futurity, but look who just walked through the door. This is going to be none other than your number 2 bull in the world right now. This is hip tag number 21, bull branded 209 now from Rockin' T. Ella Tolman's opportunity right now to knock off Cole at that top spot. They are awfully close in the new Dart World standings. So right now, big time day, big time opportunity here in ALTUS, here in our junior futurity. So gets things set and ready to go for hip tag number 21, bull branded 209, Rockin' T and Ella Tolman. We're going to stay here the right hand delivery in the Pro Vantage Comms Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment Buck and Shoot. This is 209, Rockin' T, Ella Tolman. Now it is only April, but this is a big time opportunity right here to possibly make a move in that new Dart World standings. It does not get any closer from 1 to 2 in that world standings. And right now, Ella Tolman looking to put it on them right here with bull branded 209 and Rockin' T. And 209 and Ella Tolman putting together a big time solid out right here. Gonna be good. See where the scores come in on the OK Brand scoreboard. 87-60, 87-60. And your number 2 bull in the world is gonna be right there in the mix. 87-60. Well, so we got 4 more bulls to go here in our junior futurity. Remember, we will drag after the juniors before the Cowgirls, but right now is hip tag number 22, bull branded C10, Big Hunk, Kennedy Shot, Diggers, Big Shot, Slaughter, Good Roz, and 6 Bar C. C10, Big Hunk, Kennedy Shot. All right, C10, Big Hunk, Kennedy Shot. Takes us to Cooper Tires, 2 bulls, new Dart Buck and Shoot. Folks, so far, your number 1 bull in the world has been a standout here in an 89-28 at the top of the leaderboard, 22X, Cole Tolman. Had another big showing here today, but we still got 4 more bulls, 4 more opportunities as we look to crown our first champion here in ALTUS. The Kelly Slover Trophy Silver Buckles on the line. This would be a great one to win here with the ABBI. C10, Big Hunk is your bucking bull. C10, Big Hunk, Platten getting around the corner in those front feet. Kennedy Shot brings us a good looking spotted bull. Score is going to be 86-16, 86-16 for C10, Big Hunk and Kennedy Shot. Well, we're going to move things down to a grandson from the world champion. This is hip tag number 23. Bull branded 242 Baker. Ace of Spades, Gene Baker, McCoy Richardson. A Billy Frank son right here. So a grandson from 32Y. will be next to go. And the Billy Franks on 242, McCoy Richardson. Going to gas it around to the right. And give us a moment. We'll get the scores here for 242. Two bulls yet to go here in a junior futurity, and then we will drag before a Cowgirl. 85-52, 85-52 for bull branded 242 and McCoy Richardson, 85-52. As we got two more bulls yet to go, here comes a good one right here. Hip tag number 24, bull branded 265, Son of Bass. Scarborough Cattle, Garen Scarborough. 265, Son of Bass right here. Sitting number 3 now in the world. Like I said, we've seen the number 1 bull, the number 2 bull. Now it is time to see the number 3 bull in the world here early on in our 2040 season. Well, now things are going to get interesting. 265, Son of Bass, Scarborough Cattle, Garen Scarborough. 88.08, 88.08. The number 3 bull in the world just jumped to number 2 in ALTUS. 88.08. As there's your Cooper Tires leaderboard. Rocket T22X at an 89.28 still at the top. Now Son of Bass with an 88.08. Followed by Nervous Nelly with an 87.68. And in the 4 spot is Rockin' T's 209 with an 87.60. One bull yet to go, and 22X with that 89.28 is looking awfully strong and possibly being our champion here today. But until then, we got ourselves another Billy Frank son here with hip tag number 25. Bull branded 241 Rockstar from Tim Paris, Gene Baker, McCoy Richardson. Our final bull here in the junior futurity. As we are in the Pro Vantage Combs Ranch Flying W Livestock Equipment Buck and Shoot. Tim Paris, Gene Baker, McCoy Richardson bringing us 241 Rockstar. Folks, it's that time of year again to get yourself a new lid, a new straw hat from American Hat Company. God made cowboys an American. He's proud to make their hats. American Hat Company. McCoy Richardson, 241 Rockstar. .241 Rockstar. Cowgirl, start thinking about it. We're going to drag and get things rolling with our Cowgirl Futurity. But wrapping things up here in our junior futurity, going to be a 62-64. 62-64. Well, folks, we will have our awards presentation right after the Open, before the Classic. Here for our juniors or Cowgirls in our Open. The awards ceremony will take place after the Open, before the Classic. But there is your Cooper Tires champions. Right there in the number 1 spot. Your number 1 bull in the world is going to be number 1 in ALTUS as well. Rockin' Tees 22X with an 89.28. Son of Bass, number 3 in the world, going to make a move at 88.08. Nervous Nelly, 87.68. Another strong showing before he heads to Fort Worth. And rounding out your top 4, Rockin' Tees 209 with an 87.60. Congratulations to all of our up-and-coming superstars, our cowboys and cowgirls here in the Junior Futurity. So, folks, we're going to get a few things adjusted here on the IT side of things as well. Don't go far. We'll be right back to ALTUS here in just a moment. Well, as we get things closer to getting rolling here with our Cowgirl Futurity, folks, they've got some pulled pork sandwiches and drinks and beer and stuff that's getting ready to get served right over there by the hospitality area, I believe. So you know, make your way on over to get yourself something to eat and drink, because we're just getting settled in as things are ready to roll. Our Cowgirl Futurity is going to kick off here in just a moment. Hip tag number 26 on your day sheet. We'll get it started in the Cowgirl. Well, for those of you watching us live around the world, welcome back here to ALTUS, Oklahoma. We are getting ready to go here in our Cowgirl Futurity, and we are going to kick things off with a bang right here. Hip tag number 26 brings us a good one. 211 Dauntless. Dutchman Bucking Bulls, Megan Schoonmaker. Going to kick it off for us here in the Cowgirls. We're going to go to the number 3 bull in the world just a couple weeks ago. Dauntless showed out in a big way in Amarillo. Covered a little bit of ground right out of there, but Dauntless finding his spot around to the left. And the score's coming in an 85-30. 85-30 for Dauntless here in ALTUS to start things off in our Cowgirl. We're going to move down now to hip tag number 27. This is going to bring us 237X. Solo Magic. McCoy Rodeo, MJ Bucking Bulls. Sarah McCoy on the flank. Frontier Trading Company, Complete Middle Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot is where we're at. Solo Magic, out of your world champion, riding solo, McCoy Rodeo, MJ Buck and Bulls, Sarah McCoy. An 85-30 from Dauntless to set the pace here in our Cowgirl Futurity. Cowgirl Futurity bringing the heat right here. 237X Solo Magic. 87-20. 87-20. Strong out right here. Solo Magic going to go to the number 1 spot here in the Cowgirls with an 87-20. Sarah McCoy and Solo Magic. And we roll the slide. We're going to go to hip tag number 28. Bull branded C1PW. All for Love. Frontier Complete Middle Building, Yeti Buck and Shoot. Getting things dialed in. Looking to challenge now, an 87-20. Sarah McCoy and Solo Magic going to the top. Now it is All for Love turn and C1. Going to wind it up around to the left. Things are rolling in ALTUS here in the Cowgirl Futurity. Another good one going to be on the board, as the OK Brand scoreboard says. 87-92. 87-92. In C1, All for Love going to go to the number 1 spot with an 87-92. The Cowgirls are bringing it here this morning as that is 3 out, 3 down, 3 of them bucking around the corners. We go to hip tag number 29 now. Bull branded 282K. Page, this is Jim and Shannon Barr, hooking W Ranch. A Domino son right here out of a Wild Child daughter, 282K. Jim and Shannon Barr, hooking W Ranch. $282K. Jim and Shannon Barr hooking W Range. 69-28, 69-28. We're going to roll on down now to hip tag number 30. K9, Sergeant Stubby. Platinum, Big Shot Rodeo, 6 bar C, Sarah Shot. A Maker's Mark son here in K9, Sergeant Stubby. Our next bull to go. Roll him up to buck and shoot number 1, the Mygen OK brand fencing bucking bull pro buck and shoot. If you happen to have an arena and you need the best footing possible for any and all your animal athletes, whether they are bucking bulls or equestrian athletes, a Black Widow Arena Groomer is the only option for you. If you're looking for the best footing possible, make sure to get yourself a Black Widow. If anybody might be in the market for some brand new Prefer buck and shoots, not brand new, but they are good looking buck and shoots. Slightly used, but still good. These buck and shoots out here today are for sale. If you're looking to get yourself some new buck and shoots, make sure to get with Jay Doherty. The buck and shoots here in ALTUS are for sale. Sarah Shot, Sergeant Stubby. All right, K9, Sergeant Stubby, Platinum, Big Shot Rodeo, 6 bar C, Sarah Shot. 85-52, 85-52 for Sergeant Stubby. Going to take things to the Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. Going to be hip tag number 31. This is K36, YOLO, K. Janes, Leap of Faith, Peyton Hilton. Hilton Bull Company, K36, YOLO. A Magic Maker son right here out of a hustling daughter. K36, YOLO. Got all kinds of ability. Can challenge that top spot right now. From Bull branded C1 and All for Love. Sitting in that number 1 spot here early on in the Cowgirl. K36 YOLO. K. Janes, Leap of Faith, Peyton Hilton, Hilton Bull Company. K36 YOLO doing it again. Seems to be getting stronger as the year's gone on. How about an 84-20? Going to be an 84-20. K36 YOLO. 84-20. Thank you again to our bull shagger here, TJ Roberts, keeping things clean and rolling here in the arena. Always does a fantastic job. As we go to hip tag 32 is where we're at. Bull branded 206, CMC's 206, Major Pain. McCoy Rodeo, Kelly and Cammie Heath. Brings us the next one. As we got them rolled up to the Frontier Trading Company, Complete Middle Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. 206, Major Pain, McCoy Rodeo, Kelly, Cammie Heath. Kelly Slaver, Trophy Silver. Going to be wanting a buckle here. Beautiful buckles on display and on the line here in ALTUS. We've already crowned one champion, about to make it two. .206, Major Pain, McCoy Rodeo, Kelly and Cammie Heath. 73-28, 73-28 for Major Pain. We're going to go down to hip tag number 33, bull branded 21. Michelle Flynn, Flynn Cattle Company. So enter Cowgirls an 87.92 from C1 and All for Love. 87.92, still at the top of the leaderboard. Hip tag number 33 is where we're at on your day sheet with bull branded 21. Michelle Flynn, Flynn Cattle Company. Bull 21, E. Flynn and Michelle Flynn. $84.72, going to be an $84.72 for bull branded 21. E. Flynn, Michelle Flynn, $84.72. We'll go to hip tag number 34 now. Brings us TC 255, Deuce Nickel. McCoy Ranches, Linda Bird, Deuce Nickel. Thank you again to Kimes Ranch. For any and all your Western apparel needs, make sure to make it Kimes Ranch. And a great partner here with the ABBI, thank you to Kimes. McCoy Ranch is Linda Bird. TC 255, Deuce Nickel. And the scores coming in here, TC 255, Deuce Nichols 76 points, 76 for Linda Bird and Deuce Nichols. As we roll them up one down, we'll go to hip tag number 35. Bull branded 21, CMC 21, Dealer's Choice, McCoy Rodeo, Lonnie Guyman. And thank you to Pro Bull Nutrition. Continues to be a great partner of the ABBI and a great opportunity to improve the animal health of your herd. Thank you to Pro Bull Nutrition. Sarah McCoy, Dealer's Choice. Here in your Cowgirl Futurity. Cool Young Bull, Dealer's Choice, McCoy Rodeo, Lonnie Guyman, Sarah McCoy. Found his spot, got around there. We're going to be a 79-44 here today, 79-44. So we stay here on the left-hand delivery buck and shoots, hip tag number 36. Bull branded 212, CMC's 212 hang time, McCoy Rodeo, Bob Koger, Daryl Edison, Daryl Blanton. Brings us a riding solo son right here, 212 hang time. Out of a Magic Train daughter. Bull is bred to buck as we go to the Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. All for Love still standing in the number one spot with Bull branded C1 PW. 87-92, still the score to beat here in the Cowgirl Futurity. As now it is time for CMC 212 hang time. Sarah McCoy. $66.9, $66.90 for hang time. Going to go to hip tag number 37 now. Bull branded 23, Caribou Lou, Michelle Flynn, Lyndon Flynn. Now, Caribou Lou, again, one of those bulls going to be represented in the championship round of the $1 million Futurity in Fort Worth just a few weeks from now. 23, Caribou Lou, a cherry bomb grandson right here. So when you look at the ABBI $1 million Futurity, you're talking about the greatest 2-year-olds in the world that went through a gauntlet of a process, 4 tour stops and a semifinal. And Caribou Lou still standing at an opportunity at $250,000. Here we go.
Caribou Lou, Michelle Flynn, Lyndon Flynn. 2 of the best competition bulls to come out of their breeding program. In the genetics of that one, 88.88 to score, 88-88.
And just like that, Michelle Flynn, Caribou Lou going to go to the number 1 spot here in the Cowgirl Futurity in 88-88. Showing you how he's made his way there into the top 30. Great out here in ALTUS. Right there in the gate for an 88-88 in your new number 1 in the Cowgirl is 23, Caribou Lou and Michelle Flynn. As we get going down the line here to hip tag number 38, this is going to be K245, Hookin' W Ranch. K245. happens to be your number one bull in the world right now, early on in the ABBI season here in the Cowgirl, K245. Katie Perschbacher on the flank, hooking W Ranch, K245.
Katie Perschbacher, a past Cowgirls world champion. Her bull 245. Out of a Spear My Gear daughter, the bull she win the world with was a Spear My Gear son. Shifting gears. Here we go.
K245 getting it again. Just a couple weeks ago in Amarillo had another strong showing just like that one. Looking to keep in pace. Number one bull in the world is now number one in ALTUS. 89-28, 89-28. K245 hooking W Ranch. Katie Perschbacher. 245. Turned it up a notch even from Amarillo. Looking good with an 89-28. And now your new number one. As we go down now to hip tag number 39. As we go to the right-hand delivery buck and shoots, this will take us to CMC's 23 swinging solo. McCoy Rodeo, John Jacobson, swinging solo. Well, the last two bulls out have changed things up at the top. We now have a new number one and a new number two. K245 and Katie Perschbacher with an 89-28. 23, Caribou Lou and Michelle Flynn with an 88-88 is 1 and 2 at the moment. As we get things set and ready to go on the right-hand delivery buck and shoots with hip tag number 39. 23, swinging solo. McCoy Rodeo, John Jacobson, Sarah McCoy. Swing and solo. Sarah McCoy. $81.92, going to be an $81.92 for swinging solo. Take things down to hip tag number 40. Bull branded 24 Bowser, D-Bar J Long Ranch TP Cattle Company, Megan Shoemaker. Now 24 Bowser. Another one of the great representatives that are going to make their way to Fort Worth and battle it out for $250,000. Awfully strong Megan Shoemaker coming off of a huge weekend in Amarillo with Bowser, dauntless, and looking to do it again right here. 24 Bowser. Number 10 in the world, but in the top 30 of the $1 Million Futurity. Pro Vantage, Combs Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. Megan Shoemaker, 24 Bowser.
Bowser, a son of Denutso, a maternal brother to the world champ Bruiser. Out of a best shot daughter. Hip tag 40 on the day. 24 Bowser, the bull. Megan Shoemaker has found the winner's circle quite often this season. She'd like to repeat that here in ALTUS. Bowser was swinging for it, too. Got a little tangled up in that 90 right there on a complete metal buildings replay. They have to step ahead, and the score is 86.20, 86.20.
Awfully strong right out of there around the corner. Right there on that 90, bobbled a little bit, but gotta be intrigued to watch that bull here in Fort Worth here in just a little bit. 24 Bowser, an 86-20 here today as we go down to hip tag number 41 now. This will take us down to 27K War Pig, Works, Dorman Weaver, Peyton Hilton, Hilton Bull Company, and 27K War Pig. Now as the bull power here in the Cowgirls just continues to heat up here with the War Pig, another one of the bulls that are going to be in the top 30 in Fort Worth. 27K War Pig, a son's up son, which means he's a Shepherd Hills tested grandson on the top side. 27K War Pig.
$27K War Pig, another bull we're going to see in Fort Worth in the $1 million short round. Works, Dorman, Weaver, Peyton Hilton, and Hilton Bull Company as the scores are in 86.64 for the War Pig.
86-64, Peyton Hilton and the War Pig. Well, Cowgirls, we're down to our final four. Down to our final four here in our Cowgirls. There's been none better than Katie Perschbacher in K245 with an 89-28, but here comes a good one right here in 7K bar. Pages, Michelle Flynn, D&H, Flynn Cattle Company, a Cherry Bomb Sun 7K is next to go. Again, for those of you watching us live around the world at the ABBI YouTube channel or Equus Television, welcome here to ALTUS, Oklahoma. If you're watching the ABBI and the bull industry for the first time, welcome.
That was hip tag 42, 7K bar, Michelle Flynn, D&H Cattle Company, and the Cherry Bomb Sun as the scores are in on the OK brand scoreboard, 82.72, 82-72. All right, here we go. Hip tag 43, TBR's Vegas Magic. Tamitha Brito, Jess Griffith, SJG, and TBR. Sired by Poof, a current classic bull out of a Logan Airtime daughter. I'm not going to lie, not the trip I was expecting from Vegas Magic, but they're animals. They all do it. 64.30.
Yeah, you'll see that bull come back and do it again. Just not the day here in Altus. As we go to hip tag number 44, bull branded 209. Riding Dirty, McCoy Rodeo, Jeff Schultz, DJ Long Break. Brings us the next one here in the Cowgirl Futurity. CMC 209, Riding Dirty.
Two bulls remain in our Cowgirl Futurity. competition before we're going to crown a champion. 209 riding dirty. McCoy Rodeo, Jeff Schultz, DJ Long Break, Cowgirl Futurity entry. Keep in mind, stop number 2 on our Futurity series. Riding solo, the 2-time PBR World Champion, Bucking Bull, a Cowgirl Futurity World Champion, a Futurity World Champion. Riding solo with a very impressive resume. Still going strong. Got a Miss Magic Thumb, Magic Train daughter. Pro Vantage Animal Health, Kimes Ranch, Jeans, and Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot.
$72.08, going to be a $72.08 for riding dirty.
We're going to round out the Cowgirls Futurity with another riding solo son from McCoy Rodeo and Landon Stewart. This one, 207, Wicked Solo on the right-hand deliveries.
We will drag after the Cowgirl, so we will drag after the Cowgirl before we get started with the Open. And remember, folks, we also will have our award ceremony after the Open before the Classic. So juniors, Cowgirls, and Open will all take place right after the Open. Our final Cowgirl of the day, Sarah McCoy, McCoy Rodeo, Landon Stewart's Bull 207 Wicked Solo. Right now looking to be better than an 89.28 K245. Katie Perschbacher showing you why she's number 1 in the world right now at 245. But one more to go. Wicked Solo and Sarah McCoy. Wicked Solo gonna be around the corner, around the right, catching gears, looking good here in ALTUS. An 86.40, 86.40 for 207 Wicked Solo and Sarah McCoy. Well, that's going to do it for our Cowgirl Futurities. You go to your Cooper Tires leaderboard. There it is at the top of the leaderboard, K245. Number 1 in the world, number 1 in Altus. Katie Perschbacher with an 89.28. Caribou Lou with an 88.88. PWC1, an 87.92 from All for Love. Solo Magic rounding out our top 4 with an 87.20. Fantastic showing from all of our Cowgirls here today. But none better than Katie Perschbacher and her bull K245 with an 89.28. Well, we're going to drag and get things set and ready to go. We have got a big-time Open Futurity, stop number 2 here in the series as well. So a lot on the line here in Altus, Oklahoma. Don't go far. We'll be right back with our Open.
Bucking Stock News, the leading media outlet for the bucking stock world. Ranch tours, live event broadcast, podcast channel with over 40 episodes, including special guests such as Chad Berger, Monty Sanford, Cord McCoy, Don Kish, Jay Doherty, and much more. Video highlights as well as weekly articles featuring programs, sires, dams, inside the bullpen, standing shuffles, breaking news, and more. Check it out on social media, Bucking Stock News. Complete Metal Buildings,
the official metal building company of the American Bucking Bull Incorporated, specializing in pre-engineered metal buildings with over 30 years of combined experience, supplying material and labor for all of your livestock needs. Give Complete Metal Buildings a call at 989-621-8234. That is 989-621-8234 for your free quote today.
The cowboy hat is the most iconic symbol of the Western way of life in the world. And only one hat can live up to the standard of style, quality, and durability required by such a beloved symbol. American hats are made by hand in Bowie, Texas, and have been the ultimate standard since 1915.
Well, I'm running like my hair is on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. And I got a message from Colorado straight from Texas, captured most of me, just let me be.
When performance is what you need, look no further than ProVantage Animal Health. Our products are engineered to bring out the best in your animal athletes, containing only all-natural vitamin and mineral ingredients. Our products are powered by the industry-leading Pro V3 Performance Blend, increasing nutrient absorption, supercharging the immune system, and reducing stress levels. ProVantage will help your animals perform at the top level of their game. Find out about the ProVantage Advantage and locate a dealer near you at ProVantageAnimalHealth.com.
Built for comfort and made to last. Welcome home to Cobb's Ranch.
I'm Cody Webster, a 10-time NFR bullfighter. When I'm on the road 240 days a year, one thing I can't have is someone calling and telling me my cows are out. That's why I choose quality products from OK brand fencing. It's rugged, it's quality, it's durable, it's American made, family owned, and it's been in the business since 1979. OK brand, the brand of trust.
The road to the ABBI's $1 Million Futurity starts now. Here's your chance to battle with the best futurity bulls in the world, all vying to advance to the finals in May 2024 to compete for a guaranteed $1 million purse and $250,000 to the winner. This is the richest event in ABBI history, and you could win it all. Log on to AmericanBuckingBull.com to find out more about the ABBI $1 Million Futurity.
Well, we're just about to get underway here with our Open Futurity member stop number 2 here in the series. But before then, folks, you make your way on down. They've got some great pulled pork sandwiches and beer right down over here off the arena. Get yourself something to eat and drink as we get settled in to watch some of the top 2-year-olds in the world here in the Open Futurity in ALTUS, Oklahoma. Welcome back. If you're watching us on our live feed, it has been a beautiful day here in Oklahoma, and we are set and ready to go. We've seen some of the top bulls in the world in our junior and our cowgirl. We're going to turn things up a little bit as you look up and down the day sheet here in our Open Futurity. There are some outstanding bulls, outstanding 2-year-olds here early on in the 2024 season, as well as some more of the bulls that will be featured going into the $1 Million Futurity Championship round here in Fort Worth in a little over a month from now. Some of the bulls that will be out today have got to be one of the favorites when you're talking about the $250,000 potential winner in Fort Worth. But until then, we're going to get things rolling. Hip tag number 46 is where we're going to start here on your day sheet. This is going to be 268 BL Laughlin Bucking Bulls. Braxton Laughlin and bull branded 268. Shepherd Hills tested grandson right here, 268. Braxton Laughlin. We are yet to crack 90 here on a beautiful day here in ALTUS, Oklahoma.
Braxton Laughlin about set, BL 268. The Shepherd Hills tested grandson out of a Mataska female.
Laughlin Bucking Bulls 268, going to be a 70-48. 70-48 here in ALTUS.
268 exiting the arena. Let's go to the Bearcat branded D9. Stella Talbot, Slaughter, Truax, Big Shot Rodeo, and 6 Bar C on the Turner Burner son out of a Kitty Hawk daughter.
D9 Bearcat. Here, getting things rolling, our Open Futurity. Remember, folks, after our Open, we have got some great bucking bulls and some great bull riders coming to town for our Classic. But right now it's D9, Bearcat, Stella Talbot, Slaughter, Truax, Big Shot, and 6-Bar C.
Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. Where the action is for the second bull in our open fraternity. Keep in mind the series in play as well. We had some juniors, Cowgirls, and now the open, all playing for that 100% side pot series money. Stop number 2 on the series here in ALTUS. Justin about set to go with the Bearcat. The 10G Turner Burner Son. Yet to figure it out on the road, but his day is coming. 74.96.
All kinds of kick from the Bearcat. Like Kyle said, you're looking to find his spot, and that is going to be one tough bull to handle here in the open futurity. 74.96 here today as we go to hip tag number 48 now. Bull branded 258, Mr. Sir. Carthel Cattle Company, Landon Carthel brings us the Domino Sun, 258, Mr. Sir.
Mr. Sir, Sire Domino by Lollipop out of page 58E, a high rolling daughter, Carthel Cattle Company, and a qualifier to the semifinals in Amarillo a couple weeks ago. Landon and Carthel Cattle Company from the Panhandle of Texas.
Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. Looking to get things rolling here in the open futurity. Mr. Sir, big time chance right here to put a big score on the board.
Hip tag 48. OK brand scoreboard 82.72. The numbers 82.72.
Well, here early on in the open in 82.72, we'll go to the top spot. But this is going to take us down to hip tag number 49 now. This is 45K Dream Wreck, S4, Circle S, Colby Simons. And your number 4 bull in the world right now here in the open futurity is 45K Dream Wreck. Get set to go.
Back-to-back Lollipop Grandsons, S4 Circle S, Colby Simmons, coming off an event win last weekend in Springtown, Texas. They're going to go ahead and roll him to that Myogen Genetics OK brand fencing products, Buck and Bull Pro, Buck and Shoot with that 2 bulls. Shoot Works insert up in the front corner there. Dream Wreck has been so close to being about as many points as you want to mark one. Getting some confidence. So an event win at the Claimable event last week. Keep the ball rolling here in ALTUS and the Futurity Series stop number 2. You guys watch the Complete Metal Buildings replay and you see what I'm talking about. He's so close to being a pile of points. Just a minor bobble cost him. 79.28, 79.28 for Dream Wreck.
79.28, but all kinds of ability to be 90 plus, no doubt about it. Make sure to keep an eye on 45K Dream Wreck as he's going to continue to dial things in and get this thing figured out. So hip tag number 50 on your day sheet will be a scratch, which means we'll roll on down now to hip tag number 51. This is going to bring us bull branded 13K Page, Scott Winston, Corey Milton, and a Magic Maker's Son 13K.
Scott Winston, Melton Bull Company, and Hip Tag 51, 82.72 atop the leaderboard. The numbers are rolling in from our officials for 13K, 73.92, 73.92.
73.92 for 13K. As we pull the slide and roll them up one to hip tag number 52. This is bull branded 202 Rico Suave, 3 DA's Cattle Company, 2 Bulls Ranch, Dean Wilson. 202 Rico Suave, good looking black and white bull, jumped out, won the Open in Amarillo. Looking for big things right here, right now from Rico Suave.
Rico Suave, as Cody said, a big time out in the Open Futurity Division of Amarillo, Texas, 2 weeks ago. Sired by Playing in the Gravy, a competition money winner from the 2 Bulls Ranch, out of a Dances with Gravy daughter, double bred Dances with Gravy on Rico Suave, 3 DA's Cattle Company, 2 Bulls Ranch, and Dean Wilson.
Folks, for over 50 years now, New Dart has continued to provide a fantastic remote injection product to keep you and your animal athletes safe. Make sure to get with New Dart for any and all your remote injections. Dean Wilson getting things dialed in, 202 Rico Suave. An 82.72 at the top of the leaderboard here early on in the Open. Futurity is in trouble with Rico Suave getting ready to go through the door.
You watch the complete metal buildings replay. Something just didn't feel right about it right there, around to the left. Not going to be his day. 72.96. 72.96.
Again, another one to keep an eye on for throughout the season. 202 Rico Suave going to be a 72.96. As we go to hip tag number 53, now we'll take us down to 29K. Bar M, Patrick Spencer, 6 bar C, 29K is the brand and your bucking bull. Thank you to 2 Bulls Pro Performance. 2 Bulls in all aspects. Here, the bull industry continues to be a great partner of the ABBI and supporter of our youth as well. Thank you to 2 Bulls. So roll them up one, and then buck and shoot number 1, the Miage and OK brand fencing products, Bucket Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. 29K, Patrick Spencer, and 6 bar C.
That's hip tag 43, 29K, Patrick Spencer, 6 bar C. 78.40, the numbers 78.40.
Well, to keep the party rolling on down to hip tag number 54, this is 14K Chug-a-Lug, Hurricane Hefty D&H Cattle. Son out of the great first class, 14K Chug-a-Lug, Hurricane Hefty and D&H Cattle.
First class son with Chug-a-Lug. That bull found his spot right there. Unfortunately, it's going to be a ways out. Probably going to be reflected in our scores. And, yep, 73.30. 73.30.
We're going to go to hip tag number 55 now, bull branded 232. 232 from Bloyd Land and Cattle Company. Lance Bloyd brings us the next one. Looking for one of these bulls to jump out, put it all together. Be some big points. You know it's coming. Could be right now with hip tag 55, bull 232 from Bloyd Land and Cattle.
Sorry about Bloyd 008, and I'm legit too, son. Out of Bloyd, odd 37, a legit chrome. Daughter, I believe, was a full brother to I'm legit too. Double bred, kishes, no guts. Hip tag 55, Bloyd Land and Cattle Company. Solid out for Bloyd 232, Bloyd Land and Cattle Company. As the numbers are rolling in on the scoreboard, 82.48, 82.48.
So that'll put him in the number 2 spot with an 82.48 for 232. We're going to go to hip tag number 56 now, bull branded 210K Moolah, ace in the hole, D&H Cattle. Brings us a Domino Sun, 210K Moolah is your bucking bull.
Moolah sired by the Domino out of a bruiser female. HD Page. 210K Moolah, hip tag 56.
Remember, folks, if you're in the market for some fantastic pre-fruit bucking shoots, these bucking shoots here are for sale right now. Just give it Jay Doherty and the ABBI. If you are in need of some new bucking shoots for your arena, we can get you set up. 210K Moolah, ace in the hole, D&H Cattle.
Solid outing for Moolah, hip tag 56, ace in the hole, D&H Cattle Company. I'm certain we're going to see a new leader here, 88.88, 88.88.
Just right, 210K Moolah, an 88.88. Awfully intense around the corner. Clear leader so far here in the Open Futurity with an 88.88, 210K Moolah. Go to hip tag 57, bull branded 297 from Rockin' T Ranch, BJ Tolman. 297 is your bucking bull.
Rockin' T and Company getting the win in the junior division. Rockin' T 297, sired by Washita Wizard. The Hocus Pocus son that broke the fraternity record at one point in his 2-year-old career out of a Rockin' T 45 daughter. On back to Smooth Move. Gonna go back the other way right at the whistle. Hip tag 57, Rockin' T's 297. You watch the replay. Front feet off the ground, 86 points, 86 even.
Going to put 297 in a solid second place at the moment with a lot of great bucking bulls still yet to go, but an 86 for Rockin' T Ranches, $297. Hip tag number 58 will bring us bull branded 29J Vominos S4 Circle S Colby Simons. 29J Vominos is your bucking bull.
Started by page 59B, a train wreck son out of a past dam of the year, page 039. And out of top 29, a B13 Cracker Daughter. I was visiting with Colby a little bit last night, and he said this calf might have been his very best yearling last year. Got a little bit crippled, had to lay him off. And we're back, 29J Vominos. As you watch the replay and wait on our numbers, 81.84, 81.84.
29J Vominos S4 Circle S with an 81.84. Keep things rolling here in the left-hand delivery with hip tag number 59, bull branded 78 SW2278 Winston Bucking Bulls Corey Melton. Brings us the next one.
Open Futurity entry and in our series competition. SW2278, the Winston breeding program, teaming up with Corey Melton, Melton Bull Company.
Big shout out and thank you to Complete Metal Buildings. Pre-injected buildings, insulation included. $56.72, $56.72 for SW2278. As we go to hip tag number 60, now is going to take us down to K10 Steve-O. Steve and Kitty Peterson, Riley Sanford brings us the 32Y Bruiser son, K10 Steve-O.
As Cody said, sired by the great Bruiser. Out of a past dam of the year, W12. The Surefire Daughter out of the great Page 10120 female. Hip tag 60.
The Flying W Livestock Equipment, great partner here with the ABBI. Folks, make sure to make your operation at home as smooth and as safe and as handy as possible with Flying W Livestock Equipment. Riley Sanford, Steve and Kitty Peterson bringing us K10 Steve-O.
Another bull qualified to the semifinals in Amarillo 2 weeks ago. $1 million Futurity system. Riley about set to go with Steve-O. The big stout black baldy looks and bucks just like his full brother, PBR Finals bull E13 Hurt So Good. 86.64, the numbers 86.64.
Good looking black baldy, big and strong. Going to be an 86.64 here in ALTUS. 86.64. Well, now as we go to hip tag 61, that'll take us to C6840 RL Kool-Aid. Lidgard Bucking Bulls and Reed, Rodney Lidgard, brings us Kool-Aid here in ALTUS. Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot.
Rodney, hubcap, lid guard, about set to go with the Kool-Aid. Out and around the ride, we got a flank still. Scores are rolling in for Kool-Aid, 74.16, 74.16.
As we keep things moving here in our Open Futurity, we're going to take things down to hip tag number 62 now. K22, Sid's Kid, Jim and Shannon Barr, Hookin' W Ranch. Sid's Kid has shown out a couple different times over the 2024 season. Jumped out, won Oklahoma City just a little over a month ago. Looking to do it again here in ALTUS.
Sid's Kid, a son of El Cid, out of a Margie Time daughter. As Cody said, a champion. One of our qualifier events to the $1 Million Futurity system. And qualified to the short round, which will take place May 11th. K22, Sid's Kid, Laramie Wilson. And a fantastic out for hip tag 62, Jim and Shannon Barr, Hook and W Ranch. 90.08, 90.08.
And K22, Sid's Kid does it again, a 90.08 to jump out in the lead. Another fantastic trip, another 90-point out for Sid's Kid as he continues to build on those 90-point outs. And just like that, Jim and Shannon Barr, Hook and W Ranch go to the top spot. They were also your Cowgirl Futurity champions, and now they're in the #1 spot in the Open. K22, Sid's Kid in a 90.08.
Let's go to hip tag 63. Firebranded 23, they call him Johnny B. Good. Big Shot, Truax, TR Cattle Company, Barthold, and 6 Bar C. Desired by 826R, Milkshake, Above a Sun, out of the great GLC 784, and out of an A-Bear female on the maternal side. And a bull that picked up a second-place finish at a qualifier in Bryan, Texas. Two buckers back-to-back with Sid's Kid and Johnny B. Good. Things are beginning to heat up in the Open Futurity. 88.96 to the #2 position, 88.96.
Another great showing from 23, Johnny B. Good, 88.96. Back-to-back, big timeouts. As we go now to hip tag 64, bull branded 203. Melton, Winston, Bucking Bulls, Bart Futrell. It has been awesome to go through the $1 Million Futurity process. Each and every one of the qualifiers was as tough as you could imagine. The top Bucking Bulls in the world, and a lot of them are right here in ALTUS here today. As we get ready to go for bull branded 203 from Winston Bucking Bulls and Bart Futrell. Well, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to go down too far. Going to be a DQ here in ALTUS. Going to be a DQ here today for bull branded 203. Going to pull the slide, roll him up one to hip tag number 65. Bull branded 100K, the captain. Stone, Petit, Lone Star, Chase Richards on the flank. 100K, the captain is your Bucking Bull. We've had 190 on the board so far to here today, and it's in the Open Futurity. We just watched it go down with K22 Sid's Kid kicking out the lights around to the corner for a 90.08. Is what the score is to beat here for 100K, the captain. High Tinsel Grandson on the top side, next to go. Thank you again to the South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa, the official home of the ABBI World Finals. This October, it'll be going down once again as we hand out our gold buckles. Make sure to get your reservation at the South Point now. $100K, the captain, planting, getting around the corner awfully intense. The black and white bull scores come in 88-24, 88-24. Going to put him in the top 4 right now in the Open Futurity 100K, the captain, and an 88.24. That'll take us to hip tag 66 on your day sheet. This is going to be a Hoopa Sun TC23 McCoy Ranches out of a Pearl Harbor daughter. TC23 is your bucking bull. Frontier Trading Company, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti Buck and Shoot. World champion bloodlines all around here on this one. Hip tag 66, TC23, McCoy Ranches. Big, strong bull right here. Unfortunately, got balled up a little bit on the way out. Scores coming in. Going to be a 71.5, 71.5 here today for TC23. As we stay here on the left-hand delivery for 2 more outs, this is going to take us to hip tag number 67, 49K Dinero. KB Bucking Bulls Hilton Bull Company. Josh Hilton on the flank brings us the High Tinsel Sun, 49K Dinero. Hustlin' Daughter on the bottom side, 49K Dinero. Be next bull to go, challenge a 90.08. Sid's Kid still sitting in that number 1 spot. Gonna roll up to the Midge and OK Brand Fencing Products, Bucking Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Thank you again to Frontier Trading Company, one of the great new partners here at the ABBI. Frontier Trading Company. Good looking buck and bull right here, getting it on around to the left. 49K Dinero. 90.08, 90.08. Now we've got 2 of them, a 1-2 split. 49K Dinero, K22 Sid's Kid are now going to be 1 and 2 with a 90.08. Big time out right there as you go to the Cooper Tires leaderboard. There it is at the top spot, 290.08s. Johnny B. Good in 3rd, Moolah in 4th, and the captain rounding out our top 5 with an 88.24. Gotta love watching these young calves buck, though, and watch them start to figure that out. That was a fantastic trip right there from 49K Dinero. It is all coming together at the right time here in the season for 49K. As we go to hip tag number 68, this is going to be 251. Hollis Heath, Neil Payne, Riley Sanford. A Billy Frank son right here, 251, Hollis Heath. Next to go, Buck and Shoot number 2, Frontier Trading, Complete Metal Buildings, Yeti, Buck and Shoot. A grandson from the world champion Bruiser. We got 2 90s on the board now. Let's make it a 3rd. Well, the momentum has shifted here in Altus. 251 Hollis Heath putting it all together. Another strong showing for an 87-92. 87-92 for the Neil Payne, Riley Sanford, Buck and Bull 251 Hollis Heath. As we get ready to go for hip tag number 69 now. Well, this is going to move us on over to the right-hand delivery buck and shoots. 22 bar 2. This is Marty Hansen, Dean Wilson's 22 bar 2. For those of you watching our live feed, welcome. It's a beautiful day here in Altus, Oklahoma. Another one of the great stops on the ABBI calendar. Right around the corner, we'll be back in Duncan, Oklahoma the first weekend of May. And then after that, the championship round, May 11th, Cowtown. We'll be paying out the remaining $900,000 of the $1 million ABBI Futurity. $250,000 of that will be going to our championship bull in the $1 million Futurity. Not only that, folks, July 20th, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on CBS, you'll get to view that champion being crowned from Fort Worth. But more importantly, it's going to be going out to millions of people that may have never have seen the buck and bull world before in our sport. So big time opportunity and a great time to be a part of the ABBI and the bull business right here, right now. As we get things set and ready to go, hip tag number 69, 22 bar 2, Marty Hansen, Dean Wilson. Getting the final touches in, and we're rolling. And the buck and muley around the corner. Going to jump out a little bit. Lot to like there the first couple seconds. So OK Brand scoreboard says 82-48. 82-48 for 22 bar 2. Marty Hansen, Dean Wilson. 82-48. As we go now to hip tag number 70. Takes us down to bull branded 52K Uptown Funk R&D Bucking Bulls Braxton Laughlin. 52K Uptown Funk out of a Copenhagen Wild Thing daughter. Uptown Funk, our next bull to go. Folks, make sure to get down, get yourself a cold beer and some pulled pork sandwiches right down over here. Fantastic day to sit back on a Saturday, have some good food and a good cold drink. Sit back and watch some of the great bucking bulls in the world here today. We got a lot of them right around the corner. Don't go far. Some of the front runners for the $1 million Futurity are not far away. But right now, it's 52K Uptown Funk R&D Bucking Bulls. Braxton Laughlin. And Uptown Funk's going to do it again. Another one of those bulls that seems to be getting better as the season's going on. 52K Uptown Funk R&D Bucking Bulls Braxton Laughlin. 88-48. 88-48. And Uptown Funk has got himself right there in the mix now here in the Open Futurity. Now as we stick down here to hip tag number 71, This is 2951 Coach Prime from 6M Ranch and Riley Sanford. Another one of the great bulls inside the championship round, the top 30 of the $1 million Futurity. Coach Prime has got himself a chance here in Fort Worth to be a part of that big-time payout. Coach Prime did a fantastic job throughout. A few of the qualifiers showed out in the semifinal and punched his ticket to Fort Worth. 2951 Coach Prime, 6M Ranch, and Riley Sanford. Thank you to Myogen. Myogen continues to be a great partner for any and all of our DNA testing. Myogen does an amazing job with all of our Buck and Bulls DNA. Thank you to Myogen being a great partner of the ABBI. Coach Prime, Pro Vantage, Combs Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. I'm telling you what, the Bulls are starting to feel it here in ALTUS. Coach Prime out and around, getting stronger as it goes. 88-72, 88-72. And now Coach Prime, 6M Ranch, and Riley Sanford got themselves right there in the mix. But right now, none have been better than the top two at a 90.08, 49K Denaro and K22 Sid's Kid, sitting at the top of the leaderboard here on our Cooper Tires leaderboard. Sid's Kid, Denaro, Johnny Be Good, Moolah. Now Coach Prime's going to round out the top five. As we go down now to hip tag number 72, bull branded 750K McGuire's. Ace of Spades, McGuire, Scott Akamazo on the flank. Brings us a hard twisted sun right here, 750K. As we roll them all the way up to buck and shoot number 4, Cooper Tires, 2 Bulls, new dart buck and shoot. Speaking of Cooper Tires, folks, next time for your tire purchase, make sure to go with the Coopers. You will not regret it. Cooper Tires. Well, now, 750K McGuire, Ace of Spades. And the score's coming in a 91.12, 91.2, 91.12, excuse me, your new leader. 750K McGuire, Ace of Spades. McGuire brings us a bucker right there. Outstanding trip here in ALTUS. Lots of kick, lots of drop. Getting around the corner, big time out. 750K, 91.12 is now your new leader there on your Cooper Tires leaderboard. 91.12, 90.08, 90.08. You got to be 90 plus to get inside the top 3 as we get ready to go here with hip tag number 73. Bar 1K, Johnny Dang is your bucking bull. Bob and Jerry Adams, Moore and D&H, bring them to town. Bar 1K, Johnny Dang is your bull. Showtime grandson on the top side, out of a finger roll daughter. As you go to the complete middle buildings replay, starting to bring the heat here in ALTUS. Excuse me, 88-96, 88-96, and another big time out right here. Bar 1K, Johnny Dang, 88-96. Believe that's going to put him in the number 4 spot unofficially. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe that put him in the number 4. As we go to hip tag 74 now, K901, McGuire Cattle Company, Ace of Spades. Out of Show Kitty, K901, McGuire Cattle Company, Ace of Spades. Great set of pre-fruit bucking shoots on display right here, up for sale. Make sure to come and improve your arena with these great pre-fruit bucking shoots. Make sure to get with the ABBI and Jay Doherty. These pre-fruits could be yours. McGuire Cattle Company, Ace of Spades, K901. Gathering up them difficulty points right there for an 8760. 8760 for K901. Takes us to hip tag number 75 now. This will be 759 Hellfire's Missile. Bob and Julie Wisnat, Hilton Bull Company. Things are rolling here in Altus. Again, we still have a load of great bucking bulls yet to go here in our Open Futurity, but later this afternoon, our classic. Some of the top 4-year-old bucking bulls in the world will be going head-to-head with some great bull riders. A lot of money on the line there as well for them. It's going to be some good watching. So if you're watching live or here in person, make sure to stay around our classic later this afternoon around 2 o'clock roughly. But right now, hip tag 75, Bull 759, Hellfire's Missile, Bob and Julie Wisnat, and Hilton Bull Company. $7.59 Hellfire's Missile. 87.44, 87.44. I'm telling you what, we are back to back to back to back big time bucking bulls, and it is rolling in Altus. As we go now to hip tag number 76, it's not going to slow down now as we go to a 10G Turner Burner Son. This is 66 Bar K. Big lunge from White Futrell, Bart Futrell. The Turner Burner Son here, big lunch, big, strong, stout, good-looking white bull right here. Took home a big-time check just a couple weeks ago in Amarillo. So looking to do it again here in Altus. 66, Bar K, big lunch is your bucking bull. Cooper Tires, 2 bulls, new dart bucking shoot. 66 Bar K, big lunch. $86.80, $86.80 for big lunch, White and Futrell, $86.80. Takes us to hip tag 77 on your day sheet. 45K, roll with it. Gatlin Ghoulish, Rockin' MC, Rockin' Y, Kyle Lippincott on the flank. Showtime on the top side out of a high rolling daughter. 45K, roll with it. Bucking Bull Pro. Again, if you're looking for a fantastic dummy to work with your calves, make sure to make it a Bucking Bull Pro. 45K, roll with it. Awfully good around the corner, and for an 84.96, 84.96 for roll with it. Well, we're going to roll them up. One going to go to hip tag number 78, 572 Bueno. 572 Bueno. Another one of the great bulls that'll be represented in the championship round. The top 30 of the ABBI $1 Million Futurity. Right here, 572 Bueno from Bad Habits Bucking Bulls, Braxton Laughlin. 572 Bueno. Speaking of the $1 Million Futurity, between the 4 qualifiers, they had 859 total entries. 62 of those were 90-point outs. That's right, 62 total 90-point outs between the 4 stops. A 92.72 was the high mark so far in the process. But right now, 572 Bueno, Bad Habits Bucking Bulls, and Braxton Laughlin. 572 Bueno. Could be $250,000 richer 5 weeks from now. Going to be a 71.6, 71.60 here today. As we move down now here to hip tag number 79, 97K Uneasy Rider, Emmett Cattle, Buck Cattle, D&H Cattle. Brings us the next one, 97K Uneasy Rider. Pro Vantage, Comms Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. Again, thank you again to Big Shot Rodeo Yearling Bull and Heifer Sale last night. Fantastic evening and great sale. Thank you again, Big Shot Rodeo, and congratulations to anybody that might have taken part and got themselves a new calf for Big Shot Rodeo. Pro Vantage, Cobbs Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot is where we're at. Emmett Cattle, Buck Cattle, D&H Cattle bringing us 97K Uneasy Rider. $97K Uneasy Rider. $70, $96, $70, $96. That'll bring us into the 80s. Hip tag number 80, 25 bar L. Corey Melton, Scott Winston. 25 bar L is your bucking bull. As we get things set and ready to go, 750K Ace of Spades McGuire, 91-12. 91-12 from 750K. Sitting in the number 1 spot, big time out just moments ago. Right now, it's 25 bar L, Melton, Scott Winston on the flank. 25 bar elk. Corey Melton with an 84.56, 84.56. Hip tag number 81 now will take us down to bull branded 219 BE. Castle, Sanford. Riley Sanford on the flank. Pro Vantage, Combs Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. We got some pulled pork sandwiches and some cold beers right over here. Make sure to head on down and get yourself something to eat and drink. Speaking of something to drink, make sure to make it a true Western tradition. For your next stiff one, make it a Pendleton. Thank you to Pendleton Whiskey, a great partner here at the ABBI and the Western sports world, Pendleton Whiskey. $219. Castle, Sanford brings us the next one. $219 right here, round to the right. Castle Sanford going to come in with an 86.96, 86.96 for bull branded 219. We'll go to hip tag number 82 now. 22 bar 5 Dean's Deal, Big Gun Bucking Bulls, Dean Wilson. 22 bar 5 Dean's Deal is your bucking bull. Pro Vantage Animal Health, make sure for all your supplement needs here with your animal athletes, make it Pro Vantage Animal Health. We are 8 outs away from a drag. 8 outs away from a drag. Right now, hip tag number 82, 22 bar 5, Dean's Dill, Big Gun Bucking Bulls, and Dean Wilson. The tractor driver, we are 8 outs away from a drag. Heads up, 22 bar 5 Dean's Deal. Planting, getting around the corner, up and down for 85-44. Going to be an 85-44 for Big Gun Bucking Bulls, Dean Wilson's 22 bar 5 Dean's Deal. Nicely done. Thank you again to our bull shagger, TJ Roberts, as we get things set, squared away. Arena cleared out with hip tag number 83 right around the corner with 0448 bar 2. Macy's Magic is your bucking bull. Less than 8 cattle and Dean Wilson. 0448 bar 2, Macy's Magic. The Pro Vantage Comms Range, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. Well, unfortunately, going to be a DQ here today in ALTUS for Macy's Magic. We'll go to hip tag number 84 now. Bull branded 261 re-ride. Rockin' Bar B Bucking Bulls, Josh Owens. Marshall Boyce on the flank, 261 re-ride is your Bucking Bull. Thank you to Oklahoma Steel and Wire, OK brand fencing products. American made, fantastic products. Great partner, Oklahoma Steel and Wire. 261 re-ride is your Bucking Bull. Rockin' Bar B Bucking Bulls, Josh Owens. We're going to get it on around to the right here in the door. 261 re-ride for an 86-64, 86-64 for re-ride. Hip tag number 85 now as the party keeps rolling on to hit bull branded 242 Romper Stomper. T&M Services, Hilton Bull Company. Brings us the next one. We're 5 outs away from a drag. 5 outs away from the drag. .242 Romper Stomper. T&M Services, Hilton Bull Company. Widetex continues to provide fantastic ear tags for all of your animal athletes. Make sure to get with Widetex for your ear tags. Widetex. .242 Romper Stomper. As the Crystal Vision Sun 242 Romper Stomper puts together an 85-76. Going to be an 85-76 for Romper Stomper. As we go to hip tag 86 now, bull branded 273, Dr. Pepperman, Rockin' Bar B Bucking Bulls, and Josh Owens. Brings us our next one. So we're now 4 outs away from a drag. This is 273, Dr. Pepperman. Again, big shout out to Myogen for all of their assistance and working with us on all of our DNA testing. Myogen. 273, Dr. Pepperman. Our next bull to go, the Pro Vantage Cobbs Ranch Flying W Livestock Equipment Bucking Chutes.